Hey, welcome. My name is Ed, and this is my 2003 SVT Focus. Today we're going to do a walk around the vehicle, show you what it is and what I've done to it. And yeah, that's basically it. Just a walk around of this car, which is not a daily, but I do daily it sometimes. I'm going to walk you through this car and show you everything I've done to it to make it a good drivable car. That's kind of reliable. Maybe it's still a Ford. All right, so let's start off with the outside color. The outside color is Sonic Blue. It's not the original color to the car. The original color of the car is red, and you'll see hints of that later on in this video. So one of the things I did was I painted the calipers silver to give it that kind of cleaner OEM look. As you can see, I painted this one as well. And yes, the car is super dirty in this video. I haven't washed the car in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Okay, so what did I do back here? Just added a sticker. Extra horsepower, you know. Yay. New tail lights. These are, I believe, OEM actual tail lights that I got from somebody. New exhaust, True Bends exhaust. I do have a video on the install on that. And that's basically it for back here. Now, a lot of the stuff I've done to this car, I got videos on. So if you're interested in, go through my videos and look for them. So I did add new hatch struts because the old ones weren't holding the hatch up. So I just got some off of eBay and threw it on there. There was no trunk liner on here before. So I got some black carpet at Home Depot, cut it, and then laid it in there. It looks really good. For here, I just added an aftermarket amp, and there was already an aftermarket punch subwoofer in the factory box to give it a little more power, a little more bass. Sounds good. Not super loud though. All right, so now for the interior of this car. The seats on this car are from a ZX3, and I got some seat covers on it. The headrest is the SVT headrest. I still have the SVT seats. It's just in the other car right now. The back panels are really messed up on the SVT, so I put ZX3 back rear panels on there. And the door cards on the car is currently blue, but I'm gonna change them out to the factory red door cards because red is what came with this car because the car originally was red. So that's why the seats in the back are red, is because that was the original color of this car. As you can see, those are the seats. I did fix the shifter. I put some shift bushings on it. I modified the little shifter thingy. I have a video on that. I'm not sure if it's uploaded yet. But yeah, the shifter is nice and tight now compared to what it was. And you can see the ZX3 panels don't have the red inserts. But the paint job is pretty well done. It's all the jams have all been painted on this car. So there's very little signs that this car used to be red. As far as the head unit, that's just a Pioneer head unit I had laying around that I stuck in there. There was a Sony head unit, which was kind of old and ghetto. That's a nicer looking unit, although the Sony head unit was technically better. As you can see, the factory SVT door sills. I got the factory SVT shift knob, although I may change that out and I may want to put a short shifter on there. But yeah, the interior is pretty much stock. Factory metal SVT pedals. I put some gold tape on here just to kind of make it look better and to help protect some heat from this line. I wrapped the headers to help prevent the fans from melting anymore. And I think it looks better wrapped than being exposed. You can see here the previous owner put some really cool looking fasteners. So that's kind of neat. All right, so as far as maintenance on this car, this is what I've done. I replaced the AC compressor, refilled it, recharged it. The AC works perfect now. The AC wasn't working. I replaced the AC relief valve, and I replaced the alternator. I replaced the belt, and I replaced the idler pulley, the tensioner pulley. So the belt side, most of it's good now. The only thing really left that could go wrong is the water pump and the power steering. So let's talk about the suspension. The suspension right now on the front, I'm using KW coilovers, and the back I'm using Raceland coilovers. This is actually a really nice mix and drives really well. I had no issues with the Racelands in the front. but the KWs do feel slightly nicer on the front than the Racelands did. As far as tires go, I don't race the car. I don't even daily drive the car. It's just once in a while. The tires are going to rot out before they wear down. So what I got on there on the front is just a set of Kumos. They're probably like 120 bucks a tire, nothing special. The back is the tires that were on the car, which is still good. That's why I haven't replaced them yet. And those are Michelin tires. But eventually I'm gonna replace those so the front and back is matching. So yeah, the engine bay is really the only place that there's any sign that this car used to be red, being that the engine bay is still red. They did do a nice job taping this line up. And this was left red, so that's why I painted that black. Also, when I got the car, there was some really baked on tint. So I got that all scraped off. I believe I have a video on that. Overall, I'm really happy the way this car is come out. It's still a work in progress, but I got a lot of stuff that I want to do to it still. But that's the car. I don't know why anybody would be interested in watching this. But there you go. Peace. Aloha. Catch you on the next one.
Catback exhaust gonna make them high. 6-speed transmission shifting smooth. Sonic blue paint making heads groove. Coilover suspension feeling the flow. 7K RPM, watch that engine go. Crosworth engine power under the hood. SVT, this focus is good. 17-inch wheels spinning round and round. Cruising through the city, we're the talk of the town. Revving up the engine, gonna make some noise in my Ford Focus SVT. Racing pedals beneath my feet, but man, I can't stand these seats. Tweak the engine, it's running strong. Clean bay, nothing going wrong.